miles to shore on this side and 1,000 miles to shore on this side, and the water is very cold. You know, I mean, it's not easy to be all in, but life is so unbelievably fulfilling. Where we then the bar goes up and then it goes up again and it goes up again, and there's these teams that we're working with where they're incredibly fulfilled. Of wow, we did it! Can you believe we did it? You know, so I wanted this point of it's not just the inactive, you know, or just watching, but we've got to make the decision not only to step in, but I'm going to advocate for, you know, because I think that many people actually are not all in, which is why I'm taking time to stay with this point, to go 100% in. I'll even call it 1,000% in, where I know at the end of the day, I gave it my all. I mean, I maybe didn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish, but I can sleep well at night knowing, man, I put everything in that I had. And it's incredibly fulfilling just to know that I put in everything that I had. And then with teams too, especially where we're conscious and we're interdependent, not independent, and we're spirit, this whole spirit that we're talking about is active in this culture of how we work together. Miracles are going to happen everywhere, I can assure you. And that's a blast. So let me come back over to you, Debra, because I know your life story is this.
Well, here's the deal. We are each at a different stage in our evolution and in our conscious awakening. It's just, we were born at different stages, and some of us, like, you know, I've been meditating. I've been a meditation teacher for 50 years. Yes, I popped out of my mom and became a meditation teacher. So some of us have been on a path for a long time. So I think that all in means something different for everybody. And I think that one of the things right now that all in for means is for us to stand in our truth. Okay. I mean, if my company went under tomorrow, I would just create another company. That's not that hard for me. Okay. I've done it many times or several times. Okay. But I believe that standing in your truth right now, and added to that, stop trying to protect your image. That's what a lot of us are facing right now. And what does that mean? It looks like, and I hear this a lot in the transformational world. For example, you know, I totally support Black Lives Matter, but I'm not going to say it on my podcast or to my community. You know, I've got to be neutral. What if I lose people who aren't, like, you know, into social justice? So what I say is, so you're willing to compromise your values and the impact that sharing them can have on the future of the planet to protect your database. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything against the oil companies. I'm not going to say anything against the people who are destroying the planet, because, you know, some of the people in my, you know, community might, unsubscribe. And I say, and you think you deserve to be called a world changer? See, it doesn't take courage to be silent. And I think this is the step a lot of us are taking right now, being all in. There's no power in silence. As my friend Lisa Nichols said, it's not convenient to speak up, but truth is never convenient. Lisa was actually speaking the other day at an organization I belong to, the Association for Transformational Leaders. And she was talking about this concept of not speaking your truth to protect your image or your database. And she said, this I know for sure. For every 7 people who will opt out, 70 will come in. But I think personally, 700 will come in, because that's how the universe works. When you go all in, when you stand in your truth, the universe rewards courage. And it might not come in the form of 700 actual people, but opportunities will open up. Perfect people will show up to help you in your next step. There's a great Indian saint, her name is Karuna Mai, and she says, take 1 step towards me and I will take 10,000 towards you. I say, do 1 act of truth, do 1 act of courage, and the God of your understanding will give you 10,000 rewards. And the last thing I want to say is, if you stand up for social justice and you lose friends, are those the friends you want anyway? If you stand up for our planet and you lose followers, are those your people anyway? I mean, we could still love them. We don't want to, call them haters, because if we hate the haters, then we're the hater. But I used to not be okay with people not liking me. I'm fine with it now. It takes courage to be brave and stand up for the truth when it can affect your livelihood. But courage and bravery don't come with convenience. Being 100% all in is never convenient. It's if true conviction, if it's really true, it's going to cost you something. And the greatest cost would be your life. So what? This bag of bones is not the end of the line. But when you know in every bone in your body that living your truth will ultimately bring you the greatest rewards, then act with trust. And that is true power.
Amen and amen. That's beautiful. Thank you, Debra. Thank you for again and again bringing in practical applications here. That is beautiful. And what Lisa Nichols walked in, who's part of Global Oneness Summit this year, incidentally. She and Neil Donald Walsh are going to be on a panel during the Global Oneness Summit here in 2021. So stay tuned for that. She's amazing. Okay, I want to come back to this masterclass that we spent about a year putting together with Debra Poneman and Christy Whitman. It's called New Kind of Power. So that free program that we talked about earlier will actually lead you into New Kind of Power. So you learn about it. There's 16 modules, 8 modules with Debra, 8 modules with Christy. And then there are 2 mentoring sessions that are 60 minutes each that Debra does, and 2 60-minute modules that Christy does. And then all of these other things, these virtual groups and things and bonuses and things that are part of the program. So you'll be led to that following the free program. So that's one way to learn more about New Kind of Power, which we love in the Humanities team. Even the name, New Kind of Power, doesn't it? It draws you in. What is this New Kind of Power? And I'll just share. It's what we're talking about here now, and so much more, huh, Debra? New Kind of Power. It's part of the Humanity Stream Plus platform. And there's that 7-day free trial, so you can even go to humanitystream.tv, and you can go in to the 7-day free trial, and you can check out Debra and Christy's program, and Michael Beckwith and Panash's program, Neil Donald Walsh's program, Barbara Marks Hubbard's program. I have a free program too. That's a 3-hour free series, and then a masterclass. It's called Conscious Leadership. And there are many other masterclasses. You'll see them, and conscious media that are on the page that you'll want to check out. It's again, this is our solution, our secret platform, groundbreaking platform that we've created in Humanities team for the purpose of making good on this devotion, this commitment, this vision that we have brought out here recently at this PACE initiative called Planetary Awakening and Conscious Evolution in 20 years to have a fully conscious humanity, a fully conscious Earth. It's a very bold vision. How are you going to do that? Well, on Roku, on Apple TV, on Google, on Amazon Fire, on your computer, on your handheld device, right? On all of these platforms, this Humanity Stream Plus is available. And again, it's so intuitive that you can't get lost. And there's a 7-day free trial, so you can go in instead of taking my word for it and just see what all is in there and how easy it is to use. And with the free completion certificates and all of these other things, if it's for you, it might be that in your family or at your office, that it's a valuable tool that can help create this whole conscious workplace or conscious home, and not to mention conscious individual. So we only have a few minutes left here, Debra, and I know there's so much you could share. In fact, we were just chatting before coming on the air here today. This, of course, is a live program, and Debra said there are even some new things I didn't even bring in about New Kind of Power. So what are some of the, we can hear at the end of the program, bring these things in. This is such an amazing program. I invite you to check it out.
And one thing I just have to mention with the program that Christy and I created, there's actually a third energy in that program, and that is that Christy actually channels a group kind of like Esther Hicks, channels Abraham, and Christy channels this group called the Council, and she does it during our New Kind of Power program. And the knowledge that comes through the Council is absolutely mind-blowing. I've listened to the program myself numerous times. I have to listen to it over and over. I love what I offer, and if I do say so myself, I think it's excellent. And I love what Christy offers. She's such a brilliant teacher. And then, of course, there's the element of the Council coming through. So I think it's one of the most powerful programs that I've seen out there in the transformational space.
Yes, it is. And yeah, thank you for bringing in the Council that Christy channels. And it's a different energy or voice than anything you've ever heard. It's deeply spiritual. I mean, I was astounded when talking to Christy, and all of a sudden she'd open up that channel and the Council would speak, and how it was just talking about how incredibly loved that you are, and then with this gift of life, what you can do and how you can do it. It was astounding. And Christy herself, oh my God, I mean, she's trained thousands of people all over the world. She's delightful. And she is some kind of powerful, just as Debra is. And it's that new kind of power that anchor these women that are just doing so many incredible things out in the world. They are, man, talking about standing in your energy and your power. Debra and Christy are it. So do check it out. Check out the free program. Check out the Humanity Stream Plus platform. You'll be real happy that you did. These are amazing contributions to a conscious humanity and a conscious world. So we're down to the last minute here. What happened to time, Debra? Good God.
I don't know. And I'll say one sentence. And the other way to true power is to trust your intuition. The veil is so thin. It is your intuition talking to you. People think, oh no, that's my ego. No, universe, spirit, our angels they all are just right there. Invite them in, ask them to guide you. There is so much help besides the help that we have from each other.
Thank you for bringing that in. There's some practical application. Ask your angels for help. They're right here, right now. Beautiful. Yeah, so Debra, thank you. Debra Poneman, yes2success.com. Thank you so much for being here live with us on this Friday. Also, let me just invite, I've got Noah here and Jim Gray. If they can, sometimes they can come over. They're actually the ones that are running this program. That we've got a studio here in Boulder. And if they're free to kind of come over and wave, I want to just bring them in. Debra and I got to just yak and have fun. These are the guys that are, here we go. There's Jim Gray. Jim, thank you. Whoa, Jim Gray. And also Noah. Tim Noah goes by Noah. There's Noah. Okay, thank you guys. And also let me thank Garth Catterall, Dee Meyer, Karen Gordon. These are some of the people that, because we're also out on social media. Let me also thank John Raymer, who's got the Sign Network. Thank you to all of you. These are people that help make this Accelebration program what it is, where we're reaching out and touching people all over the world. Every Friday afternoon beginning at 12 o'clock noon Pacific. So, hey, thank you all. Debra, let me come back to Debra. Huge thank you. Namaste, everybody. Love,
Namaste.
Peace and blessings. Okay, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the hour. I know we did. Debra and I had a blast. And we'll see you next week. I've got a special guest with me next week. Don't miss our program on Friday next week. Okay. Love, peace, and blessings, everybody.